Business, wealth, and strategy, where smart entrepreneurs build lasting wealth. Hello, and welcome to Business and Wealth Strategy, where smart entrepreneurs build lasting wealth. I'm your host, Karen Newton, and today we're tackling a question I hear all the time. Do I still need a website? With so many new platforms and AI tools, it's easy to assume websites are outdated. But the truth is, a website is more relevant now than ever. Not only is it your digital home, but it's one of the few places where you have full control over your message, your positioning, and your brand. Why do websites still matter? There's a phrase I use that says, don't build your business on rented land. Social media platforms are just that, rented. You don't control the rules, and your reach can be taken away overnight. Your content can be deleted. Your account closed. Your website, on the other hand, is your business headquarters online. It's your chance to tell your story, attract your audience, and establish trust without distractions or algorithms getting in the way. It's also the only place people go. Sorry, it's not only place, but it's the first place people go when they're serious about working with you. They may find you on social media, but they'll Google you before they buy. And what they find on your website helps build credibility and authority. And by using your website, you are controlling what people find out about you. In a previous episode, we talked about the concept of brand you. And this becomes even more important today. People aren't just buying products or services, they're buying you, your values, your experience, your story. They're buying that personal connection that sets you apart in a sea of sameness. Your website is the place where brand you shines. It's not just about what you do, it's about who you are. Your about page, your blog posts, your videos, your tools, these all give people a feel for your personality, your thinking, and your journey. This is what helps people decide, yes, this is someone I want to work with. Now let's talk AI, because it's becoming a massive part of running a business in 2025. AI is amazing, but it's not you. I use AI in all sorts of ways, from content planning to customer research to building business tools. But here's the truth, AI can't replace you. It can support your work, streamline tasks, and even suggest strategies. But it doesn't have your story, your energy, your journey, or your voice. And that's where your website comes in. It's your human edge. It's where people can connect with the real you beyond what AI could ever replicate. Now, I want to tell you a true story. It's an example of what's just happened to me. And I recently used Gemini, Google's AI, to research how to get my brand to number one in my industry. I have huge competition. People like Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, Grant Cardone, people who have millions to spend on advertising. And I wanted to find out what I could do to get my brand to number one in my industry. Now, Gemini gave me a list of things I needed to have on my website. And it said, showcase your experience, your expertise, and your authority. And once you've been in business for a long time, you'll have a similar standing to the people I just mentioned, and your website will be up there with theirs. Now, I've been doing this business for a long time. I've got decades of business and investing experience. So naturally, I said, well, I've already have those things. And Gemini's reply, it's not reflected on your website. Now that really stuck with me. It wasn't about my actual experience. It was about what was visible to others. And that's the lesson. Even if you've done the work, people won't know unless you show them. So don't be afraid to let people see how good you are. Talk about your journey, share your expertise, prove that you're an authority in your niche, and let your website reflect it. Now, one of the things that constantly comes up with a website is adding value. And that's because your website isn't a static page. It's a living, breathing asset. The more you put into it, the more it gives back. So what do you put on there? Well, you do blogs. Blogs are updating your content frequently. You can add free tools. For example, I'm adding investment calculators to my site. Put your lead magnets on there, resources, videos, case studies. And even I have a shop that has my AI powered bots that help my audience to see what I do. When you constantly add value, you give people a reason to return, and that builds trust and long-term loyalty. So we started by asking the question, do you still need a website in 2025? And the answer is yes, absolutely, more than ever. But not just any website. You need a site that works for you, reflects who you are, and shows off your expertise. If you want to see what I've been working on, head over to my website at karennewton.co.uk. As I said, I'm adding investment calculators. I have a new one that will be going on in the next day or two. I'm constantly writing blogs about investing, business, how you can improve business and wealth strategies. And it's an example of how I mix tools and teaching. But I hold my hand up. It's not perfect. It is a work in progress. So I want to thank you for listening. And if this episode gave you something to think about, please share it with someone else who's building their brand. I'll see you in the next episode of Business and Wealth Strategy, where smart entrepreneurs build lasting wealth.